Well, Blue
with
to
my
me,
first.
I talk about, I love gimmicks in movies. I love Dogma 95. I love William Castle, who had buzzers under the seats. But in a way, Blue was a gimmick movie in a way, only in the most artistic way. I remember when I paid to see Blue, I think it was at the Cinema Village in New York or the Quad, I can't remember. But there were big signs all over the box office, warning, this movie is only the color blue, because every person would come in if they didn't know what it was and get furious about it. But to me, it's hypnotic. It's a absolutely beautiful film that's angry. It's not like Blue is this relaxing thing you're going to watch. But I remember, maybe it's because I took a lot of acid anyway, maybe I have flashbacks, I don't know, but it seemed to me watching this Blue, after a while I started hallucinating. But I think it came out right at the time when everybody was dying of AIDS. I mean, half my friends died of AIDS, really. So it's hard for that now to remember that if you weren't around in this terrible period where people died in a week if they got AIDS. When you went to visit them, you had to wear spacesuits and stuff. So young people today say, oh, they have pills for it. Well, believe me, they don't really. If you want to take a lot of pills, yes, it is better. But this was before, when they had only the first medicine that was AZT that was kind of terrible and everything. So this film, and I was a huge fan of Derek's, of all his movies before, and I think he liked gimmicks. He made a movie in Latin. Come on. That's a gimmick, isn't it? A sexy movie in Latin. But he was saying earlier, the last movie version, the print version of it, is of course Scratch now. That might be great too, really, to see the Blue with all the scratches. That is a different version. Maybe that's I don't know, like you restore the scratches. I only met Derek once for a second at a bar at a party, but this movie haunted me, and I remember seeing it. Got all good reviews when it came out. Even, as we were talking earlier, even in the tabloid press that would rise to this bait, you would think, they didn't actually. And it's just amazing to imagine today in an art house environment, could this movie ever be released? And I went to see it, and it was crowded. It was like people actually went. It wasn't a flop in any ways either. But it was the ultimate experimental movie. It was an artistic movie. It was a beautiful movie. It was an angry movie. It was almost a call to arms, and at the same time, a trippy movie. So I don't know. It's a genre of one. I don't think there is another genre that this movie.
And you call it the rosebud of minimalist cinema.
Well, it is in a way, because it is entirely minimalistic, but it isn't, because it goes into so many different. When you hear the talk, it's like poetry, it's anger, it's sickness, it's optimism, it's pessimism. I don't know. It's really just a beautiful movie, I think.